Today's program is Octal, which means we convert from octal to decimal. We have already done from decimal to octal. We have already done from decimal to octal using division. In octal to decimal, we will use multiplication. I'm CJ, welcome to Education Value. Today we have another amazing video on the Java program, so let's do it. So this is the program for octal to decimal. So basically what we do is we multiply. So in decimal to octal we were dividing by 8. In octal to decimal we are multiplying by 8 each and every digit extracted from that number. So in this program we are taking a matrix, we are taking a 2D array and then treating each row as a single number, like 1, 6 and 5. We are treating it as 165, then converting 165 to its decimal equivalent. That was straight. So how we convert from octal to decimal? Basically we just multiply with the power of 8 to each of the numbers extracted. Like we start with the so since we are indexing this is the array, we are indexing it from the start. We will start with, so this is the length of 165 will be 3, but in programming it is stored at 0, 1, 2. So we will start with 2. We'll start with n minus 1, which is 2. We start with n minus 1, which is 2. We extract the first number, multiply like math.power 2, multiply it with 1. Then in the next iteration we extract the second digit, 6 into 8 math.power 1, which is like the second 2 minus 1, and then we extract the last digit, 5 into 8 plus math.power 1 minus 1. Then at the last it will give us 117, which is the right decimal equivalent of 165. Let's see the program for it. We take the rows columns, we check, we do the reverse checking for if it is in range or not. Then we declare an empty array with m and n. Then we check whether it is we have to enter octal numbers only. So we check if every number entered is less than 7 or not. So system.out.println enter elements in the row. So we take the input row wise. After that we check if any number is greater than 7, d++, we break the for loop. If d is greater than 0, we break. If d is 0, then we proceed, else it is a invalid input. If d is equals to 0, which means every number inputted was less than 7, that is can be called an octal number. So after that we are using tables for this output and we display it row wise. So after that we first we are displaying the first row in the left and using table to display its decimal equivalent in the right. That's why we are using tables to do it. /t table and /t /t table and /t table. This is normally outputting the row, and here we are outputting its decimal equivalent, de decimal equivalent. So as I told you already, we will use a k will start at the row, the number of columns in that k will start at number of columns, like n minus 1 it will start with n minus 1 and d is equals to 0. n minus 1 it will extract the first, and it will k will keep decreasing. D is equals to d plus 1 every loop, k, and every number will be extracted and multiply with method.pow 8 to power k. This will give us the sum of the decimal equivalent, and at the last we will have the answer 117 in our DE, and we will output it. So this is a relatively very simple program, so there's nothing actually complicated in that. So how will we, let me show you how we reverse a number, so that will make it easier. Reverse matrix. Okay, so yeah, this is how we reverse a number and add it into another. So we are using 10 to find the modulus. We are using modulus to find the last digit, extract the last digit, and the rest of the digit is again transferred to the next one. X becomes that. So we are creating space and then adding that number. We are creating space, then adding the number. This is the step by step of reversing a number. The same way we are adding it for octal to decimal. Like this is much more easier. We just this is a shorthand. I think this, yes, we are using shorthand. D plus is equals to, here it will be DE is equals to D plus D plus okay, so this will be the shorthand of, like this will be the full form of this shorthand. So I told you everything about this program. This is relatively very easy. We are using how we use the backslash t. Let's see that. Decimal equivalent. Okay, number of rows is 3, number of columns is 3. Octodecimal number, enter rows in 1 6 5 2 3 1 0 0 4, like 1 117 153 and 4. 0 0 4 will be same in both octal as well as decimal, because as I already showed you decimal equivalent. So let's see, octal number is basically from, it has 0 to 7, and after that the numbers are used to, like the same we have in decimal number. We use 0 to 9 and then use the numbers we have to create more numbers. The same is done in octal numbers. So till if we have only 4, it will be same. So this was the program for converting from octal to decimal. Thank you.